Chapter 29, Braking Fundamentals, Video 1, Introduction. So the purpose of the brake system is to use friction to take the kinetic energy or the energy of motion that we've got in the truck and convert that into heat. Right? So we've used the fuel, the diesel fuel, the energy that's contained in that. We use that in the engine to convert that fuel into heat. We use that heat to drive the piston in the engine. Crankshaft, we turn that into rotational energy or rotational force, send it through the drivetrain, through the axles, out to the wheels to get the truck to move. And now when we've got the truck moving, that's considered kinetic energy. So we take that energy from the motion and then turn that back into heat so that we can get rid of that energy. One of the things we can't do is create or destroy energy. So there's stored energy in the fuel. We take that and we convert that into heat energy, convert that into kinetic energy through the gear train and the drivetrain. And now we've got the truck driving down the road. And now we need to take that kinetic energy and turn it back into heat energy, and we use the braking system to do that. So a couple things that we do is, we're going to create that heat in the brakes, and then we need to find a way to transfer that heat back out of the brakes and into the atmosphere, into the air. One of the things to consider here is the buildup of heat in these components will start to affect the braking efficiency. So here we've got a drum brake, we've got a spinning drum that's attached to the hub and the wheel, and stationary brake shoes. This is a drum brake. A disc brake here, so the spinning disc in the center is again attached to the hub that's attached to the wheels, and then stationary brake pads that are located there at the axle. So we will use the brake pads or the brake shoes to force the friction material into the drum, creating that heat, and now we need to have that heat transfer either out into the drum or through the shoes into the spider to the axle, and then the air rushing around the axle dissipates that heat. So it is that friction that we cause create by forcing the brake pad into the spinning drum or the spinning rotor creates heat. We've converted that energy of motion into heat, and now we dissipate it out into the atmosphere. So one of the things that we need to take care of or manage is the heat buildup in these components. So the higher the heat buildup, the less heat differential, temperature differential between our brake shoes and our brake drum. We need that temperature differential so the heat is conducted from the shoes into the drum, then out into the atmosphere. As these components get hotter and hotter, we get less of a temperature differential between the two components, less heat transfer, less heat is produced, less heat transfer, reducing our braking efficiency. Like I said, we take that energy of motion, and since we can't create or destroy energy, we just convert the form that it is in. So convert it back into heat energy, dissipate that out into the atmosphere.